Says I'm running. We'll see how it goes. All right. There we go. All right. I know I promised everybody I was going to be earlier, but you know what? Blame the Ford engineers who designed the 2006 Ford Fusion brake booster in such a way. But I fell asleep a little bit for a little bit there. Ooh, the red. The red does not like it. I should turn my light up more. Hang on. Be right back. Do-do-do. There we go. All right. That might help my little lighting stay a little unblinky from you guys. All right, so I am freaking running on pure caffeine right now. Yeah, whoever designed the 2006 Ford Fusion and buried the brake booster behind the battery tray, the ECM, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, thank you, Ford. Okay, so we are going to wade through this. This is going to be interesting. I did promise to be on. I'm sorry I wasn't earlier like I said in my post the other day. But I'm trying. Joel, how you doing, man? Wow, I didn't know if anybody even show up. It's 3:13 a.m. my time, so woof. I am going to be a sleeping boy after this. It's going to be a rough day in the gym later today. All right, but let me check Grumble, make sure Grumble is grumbling. It is, okay. Oh, YouTube may be acting up. Let's see. Looks okay over here for now. Funny how YouTube seems to have more problems lately than Rumble. All right, so let's head over here. Jimmy, what's up? We're watching the Portland for any beatings. How is Portland going? I've seen some here and there, and maybe if we get bored and I get done here, if I'm awake enough, maybe we'll check it out. But honestly, tonight, guys, I am looking to discuss a couple things, or at least rant about it. Kind of get a few things off my chest here, in case my wife semi-pleased if I don't rant to her. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. And yes, I'm using Ilhan Omar's. God, she should be deported. What a canoe. What a summer's eve canoe. Some of you may know that. I'm just making sure I get through the first certain amount of time on my stream before I use colorful metaphors. But I think I'm there now. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm over that time. What a douche canoe. Why is she not deported? Honestly, we're going to talk insurrection tonight. Democrats have beat, it's a saying, YouTube. I love how, as a tiny channel on YouTube, you can't do certain things that other channels can. You got to watch your language. You got to clarify everything. My chair is way down. Whoa. Hang on. Whoa. Malfunction. Hey, there we go. What the? When somebody else uses your chair, they should put it back up. But yeah, we're going to talk insurrection because Democrats have been beating the heck out of centrists and right-leaning people for years now about J6. And as a lot of you guys know, I've pushed back a long time with, hey, May 29th, Washington, D.C., insurrection by Democrats on the White House. With knocked down fences at the White House, burned guard posts on White House grounds, 200 plus injured Secret Service and Capitol police officers, let alone the damage to the church and downtown D.C. So, F your insurrection, but you know what? If we're going to talk insurrection, we're going to talk right now. And I'll say hello to a couple more people. Jimmy! And GTR, what's up? Yeah, it is morning for you. It's 9 a.m. or so there. But we're going to talk insurrection. It is time to call what the Democrats are doing what it is. It is an insurrection. And I'm open to all you Democrats coming in here right now. In fact, is my sound good, guys? Let me know in the chat. Is the sound okay? I didn't check my sound. Normally I do, but I'm assuming, which is a bad idea. Assuming it's all good. Since nobody in the chat's going, dude, can't hear you. I'm assuming. Democrats right now are in full insurrection. That's why my title said that. And I would ask any Democrat to prove me wrong. Come on. You can't. I am tired of how the Democrats during the last election, democracy. They were, I've said it 1,000 times, they were parrots on crack about democracy. We got a democracy. Oh, democracy. And now they lost. Democrats lost the election. And just like Democrats have for the last 60 plus years in this country, they only give a shit about democracy when they think they can use it as a cudgel. As soon as they lose, they go right to their average. Let's tear shit up. Let's threaten people. Let's scare people. So, that is what we are seeing right now. We are seeing lefties, Democrats in multiple cities and states openly defying. I'm not even talking about the ones moronically suing the federal government and the illegal dumbass judges saying Trump can't do this, even though the Constitution clearly says he can. Clearly. Well, I watch the news and I just don't think what's going on in Portland is that bad. You dumb bitch judge. What are you talking about? There are people getting clubbed, attacked. You got 10 cars in Chicago ambushing agents with weaponry. Oh no, everything's fine. Oh, in Portland, it's only 1 or 2 city blocks. What the type of stupidity is that? So it's only 1 or 2 city blocks for 5 years. What the? Where is it said that we are supposed to be? Oh, but as long as they just insurrect in 1 city block. Hey, screw you, Democrats. You were pissed off about an insurrection in 1 building. Let alone 1 or 2 city blocks. Let alone 4 or 5 lefty cities. Let alone lefty states. You are openly defying federal law. That is the very different definition of an insurrection. And I am at the point where I think Donald Trump, Homan, Pam Bondi, all of them are being too nice. I think it's time to bring the hammer down. I think the Insurrection Act must be enacted now. I am tired of this piecemeal bullshit. In fact, I am sure, and there's a lot of others saying the same thing, Trump has lost some support. Not because of what he is doing, it's because of what he's not doing. People wanted wholesale deportations, not this bullshit we're seeing. I'll say it once again. I know some people are getting mired and get pissed at me. How about you come to Moline, Illinois, go to the Floreciente neighborhood. You could clear out probably 3/4 of the people in there. There are multiple neighborhoods anybody in the Quad Cities area could name on both sides of the river that is at least 70% illegal alien. And that is like that across the country. Get them the fuck out of here. Stop this. We're going to go after the worst of the worst. Sorry, Mr. Trump. Fuck that. Get them out of here. Pokemon them like your ad said. Let's get them all. And I think they are losing. I'm going to say it right now. Trump will lose the midterms if he doesn't get off his ass. I love the man, but dude, best president of my lifetime, but he's not following through. He's still trying to play nice. These people have shot ICE agents. They've ended the lives of the people that are out there to protect, shooting blindly into vehicles. This is stupid. Ambushing officers. And we got the Chicago PD told, right, and they caught on recording, You got the Chicago police chief up there going, no, we were not just hanging them out to dry. I'm, paraphrasing, making up my words for him. That's what he was saying. No, that didn't happen. When the recordings are out, they were told to stand down and let our federal agents hang out there. Don't help. Don't respond. That is insurrection. Come on, prove me wrong, Democrats. That is horse shit. Imagine the roles reversed. We're going to play reversal. Imagine if Democrat foot soldiers were left hang and a Republican police chief, governor, mayor, whatever said, nope, let them get ambushed. Do not help. Imagine the squealing. Imagine the screaming. And I think President Trump is being too nice. Bring the hammer down and get all of these mother effers out of here. Follow through with your ad. Pokemon, catch them all. Go into every Home Depot, every Lowe's, every whatever. You go into all these apartment complexes. The fact that the media is saying, 1,000 have been arrested in Chicago so far. Are you shitting me? You shitting me? Just the neighborhood I named down here in the Quad Cities area. You can get that many out in 10 minutes if you got off your ass, did your job. Trump is playing nice, and I'm freaking tired of it. And so are a lot of Trump supporters. We are tired of it. He's even handling this, and I know people go, oh my God, you're mad at Trump. Yeah, because we're not in a cult, lefties. When Donald Trump does something wrong, I and others with their opinions will call it out. I think Trump's being way too nice about this shutdown. He needs to be out there. Get his press people out there hammering what it is the left is doing, why they are doing it, why they're hanging the American people out there, why our government is shut down. But honestly, for Trump, they're being way too quiet about this, and they're going to lose support. All the polling right now shows a lot of people are blaming the Republicans. Idiotically, but they're blaming the Republicans, and Trump isn't doing enough to shut that down. I don't know what's going on right now, but he needs to pay a little more attention and get off his butt, or he's going to lose support for the midterms. If he's trying to lose the midterms, then he's on the road to do it. And I know it's a tough sell to keep it anyway, man. My mouse is not a cordless because it's a gaming mouse, and it is really bouncing around here. But I think we are in full insurrection, and it's time to enact the Insurrection Act. Also, I'm going to say right now, where is it written that if you, a city or state, wants to go F you to federal law enforcement, want to hang federal law enforcement agents out to dry, you are pissed off that federal agents protect their faces so their family don't get gone after, which undercover agents, SWAT agents have done forever. Yeah. So you want to stop that. You want their families to get attacked. Newsom's almost said as much. Oh, if you're so brave, get your face out there. Repercussions. If you're worried about repercussions, but you're doing the wrong thing. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Police, undercover, SWAT, a bunch of people deal with cartels and drug raids all the time, cover their faces forever that I remembered. Every TV show, every movie, every cops episode for some sensitive person, law enforcement covers their face because they know that criminals can come after family. And right now with the lefties the way they are, they will come after family. They've already admitted it. They're putting bounties out. That right there, as soon as you put a bounty out on a federal agent or their family or their identity, doxing them, that's it, jail, done. That is illegal. Get them. But we're still being too nice. Hell, why is Ilhan Omar right here still in our government? We know for a fact she broke immigration laws. She's on video saying she's not even here to work for you and me. She's here to work for Somalia and Somalis. Fuck off to Somalia. Ilhan Omar invoking the Insurrection Act in his manufactured, I gotta try to talk there, in his manufactured war in American cities is both illegal and unconstitutional. Another unhinged act of authoritarianism. No, we voted for this. That's the other thing. The lefties are all, oh my God, fascist, authoritarian. We voted for this. Fuck off. You lost. I am so effing tired of this. And this is where my third place, Trump is failing. Get out there and go, hey, get your team out there. People voted for this. You need to start hammering back against this shit. I don't know if he's got too much on his plate. He's tired. He's lost that vim and vigor, that oh shit moment from the bullet whizzing through his ear. Not that I want it to happen again, but damn. It seemed to give that man an extra level of fire that we need right now. So let me catch up with you guys real quick. Sound is good. Okay, thank you. I didn't even wait to find out, did I? I seen some guys saying we have one more year before democracy's gone forever. Is that, I'm sure, a Democrat? Democrats been saying that forever. They said that the whole Trump first term. They said that during his first election. Oh, democracy is done. They use the Star Wars prequels. This is how democracy dies. With chairs, whatever. It's stupid. They keep saying it and it keeps not happening. Everything Donald Trump is doing is by the law. Once again, Democrats project. When they say, oh, we're anti-fascist, you're the fascist. They're the fascists. Oh, this is authoritarian. Dude, you're the one shutting people up, attacking people, shooting people, blocking federal laws. You're the fascists. You're the authoritarians. The people following the laws, enforcing our laws, are not authoritarian. Once again, this is why Democrats have been trying to change words. A boy can be a girl can be a boy. Oh, what does gender mean? What does boy mean? What does girl mean? I can be a kitty cat. They've changed so many words. Anti-fascist, when everything they do is fascist. Come on, lefties, bring a lefty in here. Come on, tell me how anti-fascist is not fascist. And don't give me, well, it says anti-fascist. I don't give a rat's dick. You can call yourself anything you want. I could call myself Scooby Flippin' Doo right now. Don't make me a big cartoon Great Dane. I could call myself intelligent. Don't make it so. Hell, bad guys throughout history, including fascists, have called themselves non-fascist things in opposition to what they are. So you're not the first anti-fascist. Antifa. Yeah, it's stupid. The very fact that everything they do, and every time somebody pins them down and goes, but you're doing this. They don't, then the gloves come off and the mask comes off. You see how they are. They totally try to deny, or they run away from that. So yeah, just stupid. Yeah, democracy is gone forever. So, funny thing is, Jimmy, so to that guy, democracy is only democracy if his side wins. When his side loses, hair on fire, end of the world. But you just lost an election. Democracy's over. But the election, you lost an election. Even though, I'm starting to see more and more Democrats and lefties, especially on Reddit. Go to Reddit. Reddit is hammering on that now suddenly, you can deny the election. They're now election deniers. Yeah, this is a new thing popping up, especially on Reddit. They're screeching about, oh, this election, last election was stolen. It was stolen for Kamala. It was rigged. Huh. And I already commented on one of them, on one of the Reddit. I was like, oh, so now it's okay to deny an election? Oh, yeah, I got a bunch of FUs. Elon Musk stole it for Trump. Trump stole the election. Trump did this. Oh, FU. Oh, and the new one, back again. Putin stole the election for Trump. Oh, fuck off. Seriously. Jesus Christ. STFU. Yeah, dang, dude. It is nauseating, these people. That's the new thing. They're back to Russia, 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 and now it's okay to be an election denier. You ought to believe the crap I took just for going, oh, so now it's okay to deny an election, huh? Now, why is it okay? It wasn't okay when Trump said it, but now you guys saying it. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. Bring me some proof instead of just your BS, your TDS, and your hate. Good gods. So let's take a quick listen to Mr. President Trump here and see how this. All right, are you planning to vote the Insurrection Act? I think he's well past time to do it. I think he should.
Mr. President, can we talk about Portland for a second? Are you planning to invoke the Insurrection Act? That would be, a very long-standing law that's been on the books.
Yeah, well, it's been invoked before, as you know. If you look at Chicago's a great city where there's a lot of crime. And if the governor can't do the job, we'll do the job. It's all very simple. They lose.
He's right. And I've heard Democrats, but this Insurrection Act is an old law. Yeah, so's laws against murder. Yeah, YouTube, I'm talking about a law. Just because a law is old don't mean it's bad. Lots of old laws are still in the books because they're a good common sense law. So this is just, it should be enacted. I want them, I live in Illinois. I want them in Chicago now. And it looks like they're bringing troops to Chicago. Chicago court refused to stop Trump from bringing in troops. You know what? What do you expect, lefties? See, here's the lefty game. Oh my God, Trump's authoritarian, bring in troops. But he didn't do it. Then you guys go and attack ICE. You ambush them, you bring in firearms, you're shooting at them all over. And then, oh my God, Trump's bringing in people. He's authoritarian fascist. Dude, you fascist pieces of shit. We're shooting officers and you're shooting the migrants you supposedly love. The illegals. One of your jackass foot soldiers blew away some of them. Firing blindly into a compound and into vehicles. But yeah, Trump's the fascist for bringing people to protect federal agents and federal property and stop the crime. This is insane. We truly live. I know people said it before. It's true. We live in a flipping clown world. Democrats, these are the people that think, well, there's 8,000 genders. They want to bitch. Oh my God, women's rights, but can't tell you what a woman is. Oh my God, you hit a woman. But wait, what if that woman identifies as a man? How do you know that identifies as a woman? Then any man can identify as a woman and go, oh, how dare you touch me? There's no reality with these people. None. Oh God, Trump is fascist, can bring in troops. But you're shooting and attacking and injuring. But no, that's not fascist because we identify as anti-fascist. See how that works? They can identify as anything they want. No matter what they do in their brains. Because the reality is whatever they feel, that's why they use the phrase, my truth. I've talked about that on here before, and so have many other people. The phrase, my truth, is one of the dumbest lefty bastardizations of language ever. There is no such thing as your truth, my truth. There is the truth. The truth. I don't like when people back up, oh, I guess that's your truth. No. There is one truth. Done. There is the truth. My truth, your truth. They do not live in reality. That's why they can do all this crap. Shooting people, attacking people, ambushing, even offing the very migrants that they purport to love and protect. And go, well, we're not the problem. Well, that was Trump. Trump wasn't blowing holes in people. I have yet to see the great fascist, Donald Trump, blow holes in people. I was watching a street interview a little while ago. It was, I think it was Yankee News. And he was trying to pin this person down, talking about how Trump's a fascist. He's taking down the media. Really? Who? And this guy had nothing. Who? If he's an actual fascist, you know how fascists work? Fascists would have already shut down any dissenting media. Gone. Not, oh my God, he says bad things about them and says they should lose their license. Yeah? He can say whatever he wants. But has he removed these people? No. Is the lefty media still all over? Is MSNBC still on the air? Well, barely. Is CNN, NBC, ABC? Yes, they're all still there. God damn, he's the worst fascist ever. Is Trump going down, calling in thousands and thousands of troops and just crushing all these asshats out there? No. So he's the worst fascist ever. And once again, they do not live in reality. He's a fascist. But what's he doing as fascist? But he's a fascist. Dude, you're doing the fascist shit. No. That's not my truth. See? It all comes back into one thing. Even tired as I am. ACB. How you doing? They're aiding and abetting. 100%. 100%. They are aiding and abetting 100%, and they're breaking the law. They're flaunting the law. And I think any city or state that is saying F this to the federal laws, I think they should receive no taxpayer dollars. Trump has floated that. And this is, once again, I'm not a cultist. I think Donald Trump's still the best president in my lifetime. But stop floating stuff. My president, get out there and do it. Don't say, well, we're thinking about pulling the federal fund. Just do it. Done. And don't give a shit about these judges. I'm tired of these judges still doing illegal rulings. And Trump goes, well, we're going to fight it in court and we'll win. Yeah, 90+% of the time he is winning these. But it's slowing him down. He's letting him do it. He's got to stand up and say, whoops. He's got to stand up and say, F off. You made a ruling. Enforce it. Bring it. What? You're going to say, I've heard people go, but if he goes against these court rulings, the left and the Democrats are going to go nuts. Like they're not now. They're already saying he's authoritarian. They're already saying he's fascist. They're already saying he's trying to end democracy. He's going to bring down our country. What are they going to do? They're already shooting people. They're attacking people in caravans. They're putting out bounties on our agents. You got governors and mayors. Boy, Brandon Johnson, what a dumb son of a dingus. Almost makes you want to say the N-word. Because if there was ever an N-word, he is one dumb ninja. Holy gods. So stupid that in this day and age is a word that 5-year-old black kids can walk around muttering everywhere and calling me, but God forbid I mutter it. Speech is either the same for everybody or it's not. Anytime a black person ever tells you that, white people are privileged, fuck you. We don't get to use the whole language even. You get words we don't get. Screw you. I'm done with that shit. The only reason I'm not saying it here because I got enough problems on YouTube. I've said it on Rumble. I did a whole video talking about it on Rumble. I've said it multiple times. And yes, because it's been hammered in me since the day of my birth. You know, my family's history is helping free the slaves like crazy. It still felt weird to say it. They don't seem to have that problem at 3,000 watts driving by the house. Just saying. All right, let me catch up with you guys real quick. Trump needs to grow a backbone over all this. 100% GTR. 100%. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm not calling him out. GTR is a longtime friend of mine, and he is in the UK. So say some prayers for him because he is in the middle of his own country's deep, bad woes going on. But yeah, GTR is 100% right. I know a lot of people in other countries I've talked to who say that Trump is being way too soft about this. And he does need to stand up and just do it. Stop playing nice. Trump is still trying to be liked, still trying to just edge in there. You gotta jump in. If Trump doesn't get these deportation numbers up, get this government shutdown figured out, they're going to lose the midterms. And then we are fudged. Nothing will get done the next 2 years. Nothing. They will stymie everything. All right, Jimmy, all Democrat city and states need to lose all federal funding. 100%, brother, 100%. Yeah, not just denying the federal troops to help federal government. How about just in defiance of our federal laws? This is what happened. We have precedent for this, not just the Civil War. Where the Civil War was, people said, nope, we're not following federal law. Well, guess what? We're going after you. It's happened throughout our history since then, where cities, states defy federal law, and we've sent in troops before. So anybody acting like Trump, oh my God, if he sent in troops, it's horrendous. Dude, hey, who sent in troops to Ferguson? That was Barack Obama. Look that shit up. The Ferguson riots over a lie, right there, a race hoax lie, started those riots, and Barack Hussein Obama sent in federal troops. Where was the screeching? Multiple presidents have sent in troops. Even in my lifetime, so this isn't a first thing. So it's kind of stupid. Once again, everything's okay until Orange Man does it. Democrats have the memory of a goldfish. Or how about this? How about the knowledge of a goldfish? I'm betting some of them do know that Obama sent in. A lot of other presidents sent in troops. But they don't give a fuck because of hate. Democrats have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. I say it, and I'm starting to hear other bigger channels say the exact phrase I've used. So you're welcome. And or now a variation of that thing I've been saying for a year now. Welcome to the party, pal. So toot my own horn a little bit. Nice to see the big channels come around. I've even heard Tim Pool say something like that lately. It's like, oh, you jerkosaurus. No, I think all their federal funding should be gone. But the other part is, then besides the lefties, like derailed myself, the ones who do know and just can't let hate get away. There's a lot of dum-dums out there who just out there marching for anything. Once again, we love Tesla, we hate Tesla. We hate war. Oh, we love Ukraine war. Yeah. Now, even the new one is, they're pissed at Taylor Swift because she's singing songs about how she's happy being married. And I guess her new song is about Travis Kelce's wiener or whatever. Whatever. So now they're saying, oh my God, she's gone MAGA. Oh my God. You people are stupid. They're just dumb. They're a bunch of dummies. Get off there, pop-up. Bunch of dummies. All right. Nope, I avoid Reddit. I can feel my brain dying. Yeah, but Jimmy, you got to get in once in a while. You got to get in and really just look at some of them dumb ass crap on there. And really, I mean, even if you don't respond, because a lot of it, I know me responding a lot of times is useless. If you read some of those threads on there, whoa. But it's nice to know, once again, don't become like lefties. Expose yourself to the other side. Expose yourself to the crazy. Lefties are dumb. They're uneducated. They don't know what the center or right is actually saying or doing. They just stick in their little bubbles. Don't fall into that trap of sticking in our bubble. Our bubble's bigger because, like I said, I use center and right for a reason because I am not a conservative. I'm kind of a centrist with a conservative leaning. And I know a lot of people that agree with me are center and or right. So don't fall in that bubble. Make sure you stay and pay attention and I know it sucks, trust me. Take some Rolaids, take some antacid, and spend a little time with MSNBC. Very little. And CNN and Reddit and go, yeah. You'll walk out of there going, okay, yeah. You want to check your beliefs and make sure you're on the right path? Go look at this stuff. Go look at these nutcases. Guys, do me a favor. I see you guys on Reddit. If you want, I will post I'll post the link to the YouTube. Because I know that not everybody can chat on Reddit. This is the link to the YouTube chat. If you guys want to chat, come on over there. But yeah, please hit thumbs up for the stream. At least do that. Let me catch up. Sorry, I am really tired. I've been up, let's see, 19 and a half hours right now. 20 hours, and a lot of that was working on a Ford Fusion. Yeah. Brake master cylinder went bad, leaked into the booster. Had to pull the master cylinder, the booster. Had to do 3 wheel speed sensors, bleed the whole system. Yeah, and a couple other things too. Partridge in a pear tree. I don't really handle arguing with stupid. No, I'm not saying you have to argue, Jimmy. Sometimes a lot of times when I tell you guys I post things on Facebook, I just poke. I'm trolling, I poke. I don't argue. I don't come back and argue with them. I'll put something out there that's fact, or I'll take a poke at them. It's usually a factual poke, but I'll take a poke. I'll come back and maybe read their response, but I ain't going to keep arguing with them. I know for a fact you cannot argue with the deranged and the pure hateful. You can't argue with these people. Facts be damned. Once again, because why? Why? Come on, sing it with me, everybody. Because my truth is not their truth. They have their truth. The truth. No! You will see lefties actually screech and go, no, that's not, no. There's no such thing as your truth. It's the truth. I can have my truth. You can have yours. That is stupid. That is a non sequitur. That is retarded. Well, I'm getting too close tonight. So that is just purely retarded. There is the truth. You can't be a they, them either. You don't get to be a plural. If you're a plural, you should be in a funny farm. Make asylums great again. MAGA. See, MAGA, go with that too. But no, I'm not saying you have to argue with them. Leave a poke. Read what they're saying. Don't even have to come back and check, see what your poke got or your comment got. But, let them know we're still out there. After the liberal judge let the... Yeah, wasn't that neat? Wasn't that neat? Let them out on bail. That's just stupid. And the whole thing about... We'll get there in a sec. Let me read the rest of what Jimmy's got here. Jimmy's going to spend the time... I'm gonna pay attention. My truth saying is like Fauci saying, trust the science, I am the science. Yes! Very good. Very, very good, Jimmy. All black robes who make illegal rulings should resign. Not only resign. I think not resign, they should be arrested. Especially if a judge. Police officers are bad enough. You take an oath to the Constitution, then you go, well, I was following orders. It's an illegal order. Oh, but I was following orders. Then you should not be a cop. You should be removed or arrested. I love police officers, but I'm sorry. We have fully probably 40% of our police on right now out there. Well, okay, if you're in Portland, it's 95%. But 40% of the police in this country should be fired or arrested now. They break laws often. They don't give a shit about laws or the Constitution. I was following orders. I have a sheriff in my area that I would love to see unelected because he openly put a letter out that he's going to enforce my governor's illegal gun laws, where a lot of other sheriffs says, well, we're not going to do this. But now I have to be in one of the counties where the sheriff goes, yay! Jackass. I love the county officers in my area. My county sheriff said, you get the idea. Let's see here. All the black robe. But yeah, they should be arrested. Brandon almost cried when that woman called him that. Yeah. No, they, I don't know. What'd you guys think about the, house burning down? Ooh, the judge's house burned down after ruling against Trump. Oh, shut up. And I even argued with somebody I didn't argue, sorry. I posted on Reddit because they're, oh my God, yeah, Trump is so authoritative. Now he's offing. I'm like, show me some evidence beyond your hyperbole, your TDS, and your BS. Show me some evidence or facts to support this. And all I got back was, ow, crazy how you only care about facts when it comes to the left. I go, no. Because if you give me facts, I'm willing to go after the right if it's the right doing it. If it's Donald J. Trump actually doing it, I'm willing to go, what the F? I'm holding the right to facts if you have any, but they don't. They don't have any. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? It looks like, from what little I know, I haven't seen anything new. let's see. Let me see if I can find anything. I'll use X. I'm lazy tonight. Let's see here. All right, this is 19 hours ago. Hey, where's the retraction? Oh, they did come up with it. See, the last I heard was a blurb while I was working under this car that it looks like it was a gas leak or some problem in the house. They're pretty sure of it now. Do you really think a tiny note in the corner that just says updated and quietly changing your headline is responsible journalism? Huh. Oops. House of South Carolina judge criticized by Trump administration set ablaze. Okay, what was the original? Set on fire. What was the original? Just asking. So, yeah. Because all I know is it looks like, yeah, no evidence of arson. Yeah, they were talking right away. Anybody with common sense is going, it looks like a propane leak. So, whatever. Yeah, here we go. Trump appointment judge gets house fire. Word you don't want to say too much on YouTube if you're my channel. After blocking Trump, right-wing extremist Republican attack? Question. Many believe so. Oh, shut up. Burning ground for an apparent explosion. Yeah, they do all this to try to make you think it's something it isn't. All right. But yeah, what a load of crap. First, I thought the judge was pulling a Pelosi and sacrificing her family for fame. Boy, that wouldn't be too far of a leap, would it? That really wouldn't be too far of a leap. All right, so. But yeah, I haven't seen too much on that today, but I have been hearing little bits on while I was watching and listening and things that, yeah, oopsie. Oopsie. Let's see. But that thing really went up, too. You get a house up on stilts, but that air gets right up under there. Yeah, but like this, no matter who it was or why they did it, they belong in jail. See, easy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can condemn it. If it really was arson, we can condemn it easy. See how that works, lefties? It's not hard, and there's not going to be a but. See, here's the thing. Gator Gar here didn't add a but. He just automatically said, no matter who it was or why they did it, they belong in jail. No but. Lefties, oh, it's so horrid that Charlie Kirk was shot and assassinated. But the few that will say that go, but he was a horrid person. But he was a hateful person. But he hated women. But he hated black people. But there's no buts. Either assassinating Charlie Kirk was horrid. Done. All stop. Like Gator got right here. If this was arson, no matter who it was or why they did it, they belong in jail. Done. No buts. I'm giving him a heart for that. No buts. Yeah. No Cole Wallace. Mary McCord tried to blame Trump for the fire. Good luck. Yep. And none of them will. They'll all just walk away when it's shown it won't be. It isn't. So, yeah. What a bunch of jackasses. It's like people, one of the biggest things they use with the whole Charlie Kirk thing in rebuttal, well, people celebrated when Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked. Dude, one, it ain't the same. Charlie Kirk was standing out in public just trying to talk and come together and find common ground with everybody. And they shot and ended his life. Paul Pelosi, having a lefty, and if you go look, they like try. He's right-leaning. Go look at this dude. They showed pictures of his trailer or his house or van or whatever at the time. Had all the lefty decals on it. He was a left-hard lunatic. And it still doesn't explain why Paul and this dude were in their undies. And if I remember right, there was some glass broken in a weird way. I mean, come on. What type of shitty security system does she have? My gods. But nobody said they hoped Paul Pelosi had been offed. People laughed about the situation because it's weird. But Paul Pelosi having some weird goofy guy with a hammer while they're both in their underwears in the house. And that was one of your own leftards. Ain't the same thing. They tried to, and now Hortman is the other one. We've just debunked that. That guy, I showed pictures. Him at a Democrat rallies wearing resist shirts. All the flyers in his car for No King's Days and stuff like that. He's a lefty. And nobody celebrated the Hortmans. Nobody's going, yeah, they got what they wanted. Ooh, that's a good start. Oh, it's horrid that the Hortmans got shot. But there was none of that. Okay, sure, there's a fringe retard somewhere out there on the right that was saying it, or some centrist nutcase. But it wasn't this mass wholesale celebration of the death and going, ho, ho, ho. There was none of that. Lefties are assholes. We are not the same. The Paul Pelosi body cam footage looked like a rehearsed. Oh, dude. Yeah, that body cam stuff was weird. You're right. It's been a while since I watched it, but it was weird. About as rehearsed as the furry boyfriend, Charlie Kirk shooter stuff. Yeah. We all know what. I'm going to say that text discussion between Furry Boy and the so-called shooter was set up. Either to keep the Furry Boy at arm's length, and so he had nothing to do with it when he probably helped the guy plan it at least, or he was involved in the shooting really heavily. So it was planned to keep him free of it. I'm sure of it. Am I saying the FBI is doing anything wrong? No, they can't release everything before a trial, just like I keep saying. Just like with Rittenhouse. We didn't know everything. There's a lot of stuff before that we found out during the trial. Like, oh, okay, now that shit makes sense. I'm betting we're going to find out a lot during the trial. And I really hope if there's more people involved, they do get them. But yeah, Jimmy, it's been a while since I've seen that, but I remember the footage and going, that don't look right. The very fact of the way Paul Pelosi acted about it on the footage, yeah. He didn't even act right about it. And the dude standing there talking to him when they come in. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking there's some scurvy stuff going on still there. But nobody was celebrating it. All right, let's see here. But insurrection, into quality, in that whole thing, it's time for Trump to enact the Insurrection Act, 100%. He's got to bring the base, and a lot of Americans voted to get the illegals out, get all this shit under control in this country. Get us back to law and order, get us back to common sense, get us back to being able to go out in the streets. Hell, you know what I'd like to see? How about just let's get Walmarts open 24 hours a day again? I've decried that. In my area, we have five big Walmarts, or six, something like that. 5 or big 6 Walmarts. Plus we have a Super Target. We have Hy-Vee, Jewel, other random stores. A lot of these places were open 24 hours. Even our bars kind of close early now. Our Hy-Vee grocery stores used to be open 24 hours. Now they close at like 10 o'clock. Our Walmarts close at like 10 or 11. Those used to be big 24-hour stores. There's almost nothing. If you work second shift or third shift, you're screwed right now. There's a couple gas stations open. The latest grocery store around is Jewel. They close at midnight. That's crazy. Let's get back to that. Hell, even in my area, I live in a decent neighborhood. I live in a great neighborhood. I live in a decent neighborhood. There's a lot of people drag racing around, little moped gangs, not mopeds, like Groms and stuff, just tearing around all the time, causing trouble, and the police aren't doing much. It's getting weird. Getting weird out there. I got to see my local Fox station singing the national anthem before the news and started. Wow. Well, that's good, Jimmy. That's good. But no, the Insurrection Act, it needs to be, we are in a full insurrection. And anybody that watches it afterwards, tell me how we're not in a full insurrection. When cities and states are going, screw federal law, nope, we're not going to help if federal agents are being attacked. And when people attack federal agents, we're going to let them out. Oh, and judges, I don't care who appointed them. If you're a moron judge and you go look at the Constitution and go, I don't care. I don't care about that. You look at federal laws, don't care about that. Trump can't do it. Because I saw on the news, didn't look as bad as I thought. That's an insurrection. Screw your J6 lefties. That's it. One building, one 6-hour period. That's what you got. That's it. J6 trumps it all. Haha, see what I did there? So yeah, bullshit. All right, let me check Rumble. All right. We're going to move around a little bit here. I had a couple things. Now, this goes right back with my insurrection talk, but if any judge anywhere can block every presidential order everywhere, we do not have a democracy. We don't have a republic either. We have tyranny of the judiciary. Yes, that is against our government, the way our government's set up. We have 3 branches, and that is the judicial usurping the power of the president, of the executive, and that is wrong. And my dog is yipping behind me, sleeping. So yeah, 100%. But where he did get this wrong right here is not democracy. It's even a republic. You don't have either. You don't have democracy or a republic. If judges can just go, nope. Why do we elect the president of the United States, the head of the executive branch, if everybody can just say no? That's stupid. That's like if you work for a company, you're the guy in the mailroom, and the CEO of your company goes, well, we're going to build a new plant here, and we're going to hire 10 more people, and we're going to buy these extra vehicles. The guy in the mailroom goes, nope. Nope, can't do it. That's what it is. That is how this is. Or if you go, oh, that's too lowly. It's not like mailroom. Fine. That is the accountant going, no. And I'm not saying because of no money. Just nope. So stupid. But yeah, Elon's right about that. I thought I had a couple of these. Now this one here got me. Maybe some of you guys have seen something I didn't. What do you think Swalwell will remember for? No, Swalwell said something on one of these. I had it somewhere. Eric Swalwell. Lindsey Graham is talking about spying. Now, Swalwell, did you say anything when Trump spied on me and Schiff? When? When did Donald Trump spy on Eric Swalwell and Adam Schiff? That's, Jesus, these guys just say anything. See, they throw this stupidity out there because leftards are so dumb and don't read, don't look it up, don't go see if it's real. They just read it and go, oh my God, Trump was spying on them. And then they'll go out and spout that to you. Well, Trump was spying on Eric Swalwell and Adam Schiff and AOC. And you go, where'd you get that crap? Well, I saw it. They just throw this out there. They won't go look up if this really happened. They won't look at all. They just throw this shit out there because they know the smooth brains will go, oh my God. See, Trump is evil. That's all they have to do. Did Fang Fang go to jail? No. No, they deported her. Fang Fang was just sent home to China. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, Jimmy, you're the only one talking a lot. You know, there's people here. Well, guys, you don't have to talk. Hell, half of you are probably just as tired as I am. But I just love when they throw this crap out like this and just, this is just fodder for the smooth brains. Fodder for the dumbasses out there. Trump is authoritarian. Trump is fascist. Trump is the worst fascist ever then. It's the same people that say genocide in a certain country. It's the worst genocide ever. Well, that's my truth. Trump is an authoritarian and a fascist. He's the worst one. He's the worst. He's not good at it. In fact, he'd be so bad at it, you shouldn't be worried. Ah, man. Hey, Tempered. Yeah, swallows well. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, this guy, he really is a joke. I don't think even his own party takes him seriously. Really, I don't. He gives me total creeper look. Yeah. Sorry, my dog is making noises. I was sleeping on the couch back there. Yeah, did you say anything when Trump spied on me and Schiff? Whatever. Never happened. It's all deflection. Yeah, that whole... do you guys... Okay, Do you think it was an actual revelation when they released documents showing that the FBI was spying on GOP senators and Congress people? Wasn't to me. I went, yeah, and duh. Because we already knew that. Remember, Brennan, the CIA guy, lied to Congress that they were tapping and paying attention to our Congress people. And then they were, oh shit, they were. He was tapped into all their laptops and computers. They were spying on them all. Remember, the Obama administration was spying on all of our allies. They got caught doing it more than once. After the big kerfuffle, they said, okay, so we won't do that no more. Then they got caught a year later doing it again, tapping the phones and offices of our so-called allies. So, I wasn't surprised by this. Honestly, I don't even think it's big news. Sure, it's just more proof on top of it, but is anything being done about it? This is one I think, and I'm going to bet anybody watching this live or later is going to have to agree with me. If you're a Trump supporter, this is Trump's biggest downfall so far. Even beyond not getting the immigration numbers as high and everything else and dealing with the insurrection people. Hello, Riker boy. What's up, big dog? Big dog. Is this crap. We have so much evidence out there now of all the illegal shit and nothing's been done. No real arrest. Comey. Comey is the only one you can point to. Comey should have Strzok, Page, Brennan, Schiff, anybody that was on that J6 committee. I don't give a shit. We are Democrat, Republicans should all be arrested. Remember, it is a fact. These people hid footage that proved people were innocent, including the Q shaman. They hid that. They let that man get a huge prison sentence, hid the footage showing that he was peaceful, that he was led through there. He was praying with the officers, being nice, telling people to be good, picking up trash, going, don't mess with stuff. They hid that. They hid that for tons of people. We need the rest of the footage out. I mean, holy Christ. Why are none of the people in J6 committee in jail? They hid footage to put Americans in prison. I don't give a crap, lefties, if you like the Q shaman, Jacob Chansley, or not. He didn't do anything bad. He didn't break in. He didn't damage anything. He didn't do anything bad. The officers led him around. That happened to a lot of people. The biggest failing of the Trump administration is what tons of people really wanted. Right-leaning and center that voted for him, and even some mild left that voted for him, want arrests. We want our government cleaned up. He said he was going to go in like a wrecking ball and clean out the corruption, and we really haven't seen it. We are getting too deep in now. We're at 9-10 months in now. We should have seen more. We should have seen more. I told you guys months ago, that if we start getting close to a year and we weren't seeing it, I would come out and say something. And here I am. We should be seeing more. Comey should not be alone up there. Comey should have Fauci, Brennan, Birx, Schiff, Cheney. Yeah, a bunch of them. Pelosi's on video admitting on her daughter's own video that she had culpability in J6. That she admitted that, yeah, Trump did try to get troops. She admitted she had culpability because they turned it down. Why is she not up on charges? We now know there was over 275 agents in there in the J6 thing. We've been lied to, and not enough people are being arrested. I mean, openly perp walk arrested. And that's what's pissing people off. I really think so. All the undercover FBI and J6 just don't need fired but charged. 100%. Oh, 100%, Jimmy. You won't get any argument from me there. You 100%. Elon make the rods of God a real option, yeah. But no, I agree. Yeah, I agree 100%. They not only be fired, they need charged. Yes, they did a black flag and they caused or at least amped up an insurrection that helped get an Air Force veteran killed and a bunch of people injured, including cops. Come on, lefties. If you are so worried about the Capitol Polices, those poor polices that got attacked. If there were FBI agents, remember the left used to just hate the government. Used to never trust them. Now they're like, oh, but they're all so pristine. If FBI agents were in there causing this, amping it up, making it worse, started it, don't you want that justice done too, lefties? Don't you want these FBI agents brought down? Nope, because it's Trump. Nope. Soon as it's Orange Cheeto, then it's, oh, we don't care. We don't care. Anything to stop Trump. Anything to get Trump. Well, once you go to throw away all your so-called morals and beliefs, once again, you prove my point. Democrats have no beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. Yeah, but they do need charged. 100%. The 100%. Let alone, how about treason? How about waging war on the American public? How about treason against the President of the United States? I'm going to say it. I'm an election denier. I still think the 2020 election stunk to high heaven. I've even seen some Democrats on Reddit admit, well, what happened to all the millions of votes that Biden got? Oh, maybe we did steal the election in 2020. Huh. Wow. So, yeah, they do need charged. Now, we can be a little... Okay. Jimmy and anybody else, any of the rest of you knows, I'm not a big fan of Spamela Blondie. But it was very nice to see Pam Bondi. I don't know if somebody spiked her Metamucil or what. Or that she put her pad in her panties, sticky side up or something. Because Benny Johnson here, holy smokes, Pam Bondi flips the script on Senate Democrats asking about weaponization of the DOJ, which is peak hypocrisy. It's not hypocrisy. I gotta stop saying that. It is just, once again, they don't care. When they do it, it's okay. They have no beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. That is a phrase you all should keep in your head, because every day the Democrats prove it. They weaponize the DOJ against Trump for 2 terms and even between his terms. But they don't care. Nope. That's not the weaponization you are looking for. Damn, it's left gasping. I don't know. Benny gets used car salesman vibes from me. I get that from him. I really do. But yeah, it was nice to see her at least finally say or do something that seems like, put those panty liners in sticky side up more there, sweetie. If that's what it takes.
It would not be appropriate for a prosecutor to start with a name and look for a crime. It's a prosecutor's job to start with a crime and look for a name.
So, the very fact anybody in Congress can talk like this, Letitia James ran in New York on I will get Trump. I will find a crime. Not that there were any. I will find one or make one or twist and add new laws to make something up. The fact that Democrats can say this shows, once again, Democrats have no true beliefs, except it gives them power in the moment. Because this asshole says this, knowing the smooth brains will be going, oh my God, Trump is weaponizing. Not looking at, hey, what the hell happened the last 4 years? Or even if they do know, they don't give a shit.
Correct.
Senator, I think that is the whole problem with the weaponization that we have seen the last 4 years and what's been happening to Donald Trump. They targeted Donald Trump.
11 years.
They went after him, actually starting back in 2016.
There you go.
They targeted his campaign. They have launched countless investigations against him. That will not be the case if I am Attorney General. I will not politicize that office.
I know that's old,
I will not target people simply because of their political affiliation. Justice will be administered even-handedly throughout this.
I know I'm playing an old one, but it's the one time. And where was the other one? I had another one. Oh, yeah, here's the one I wanted. They're really ballsy. Pam Bondi could be held in contempt of Congress based on her contentious, disrespectful, and clownish behavior and today in front of the Senate. However, check who's responsible for enforcing it. Oh, my God. Here we go. Conspiracy. Because Pam Bondi dared to grow a pair again and go back after everybody else who is giving her shit, which is kind of nice, actually. Now, I did like Dum Dum here. I'm not going to give him anything else. The most striking thing about Bondi's testimony was her sneering contempt. I didn't see her sneer for democracy, for the hearing process, the prerogatives, huh? John, work on your English. Prerogatives of the legislative branch and rule of law itself. She and Patel clearly see Congress as little more than a passing annoyance, soon to be done away with. Oh, God, there we go again. Oh, my God, they're going to take over. Let's see this jackass.
So these are just some of the questions you refuse to answer, or have answered with personal attacks on members of this committee. You were asked whether you consulted with career ethics lawyers, as you promised you would do during your nomination hearing, when you approved the president receiving a...
Does Adam Schiff just look, his face looks like somebody I would not leave alone with any little kids. I swear to you. Take from that what you want. This guy has this creepster look. McCoy. Mr. friggin' Hand or Garrison here, whichever you want to call him. My God, he is creepy. He gives me pedometer vibes. Heavy pedometer vibes.
$400 million gift from the Qataris. You refused to answer that question. You were asked who or what role you may have played, or who played the role in asking that Trump's name be flagged in any of the Epstein documents gathered by the FBI. You refused to answer that question. You were asked whether Holman kept the $50,000 bribe money. You refused to answer that question. You were asked whether Holman paid taxes on the $50,000 bribe money. You refused to answer that question. You were asked, did career prosecutors find insufficient evidence to charge James Comey? You refused to answer that question. You were asked, how are military strikes on these boats in the Caribbean legal? And
they are legal. Trump can do that. He knows it's legal. He asks stuff just to get sound bites out there. He knows she can't say too much about the Comey investigation, because as soon as she does, he's going to be going, oh, don't you have a conflict of interest? Why are you saying this? Why are you releasing this? No, it's an ongoing investigation and an actual trial going on. He knows she can't say much. He's just going sound bites.
And you refused to even answer that question.
You were asked. Law degree,
excuse me.
Excuse me.
Did you discuss indicting James Comey with the president? You refused.
He's asking questions, but when she tries to answer, this is a trick I'm tired of with all of our government and men, especially lefties out there. They like to ask you something. As soon as you try to answer, they try to shut you down or keep you going. Keep going on, or they're running over you. Destiny is really good at that.
Just to answer that question. You were asked, did you approve the firing of antitrust lawyers?
He's asked her actual direct questions.
The Hewlett-Packard merger. You refused to answer that question. You were asked whether you support a restoration fund for violent insurrections to attack the Capitol on January 6th. You refused to answer that question. You were asked whether you were firing career professionals, career prosecutors, just because they worked on January 6th January 6th investigations.
See, I'd answer that one. I'd directly say yes. I would directly say yes. including you, you jackass, you piece of absolute flatulated worm shit. This fuckwad hid footage, hid evidence that got American citizens convicted wrongfully. Or at the very least, got it amped up. Should have been a simple trespass for somebody like Jacob Chansley, even though I don't know. Because did he come in through the door that was opened up and they were waved through? He was led around by officers to different places. They were shown him different rooms. He offered a prayer to them. And I keep using him, but he's not the only one. He's just the most popular. There were tons of them. And this fuckwad, did you fire people for working on J6? I would say yes. If they did the shit you did, Mr. Schiff, hid footage and evidence, yes, we fired them for that. That is incongruous with a job as a law enforcement official.
You refused to answer that question. You were asked by my California colleague whether you believe government officials, like immigration officials, have to abide by court orders. You wouldn't even answer that question. This is supposed to be an oversight hearing.
I love how this jackass up here, though, sneering. Because she's sneering contempt. She didn't sneer at all. Anybody sneering, it's friggin' Mr. Hand over here.
Oversight.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. How dare you get to answer? I diatribe. You don't get to answer. If I have question marks on these, you don't get to answer.
You can attack me after my time is over.
You've attacked all of us.
Yeah, he just sat and did it. I don't like this reclaiming my time shit. Fuck that. I'm done with this. You should be allowed to answer. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a Republican doing this to a Democrat. You should be allowed to answer. If they ask you questions or make accusations, you should get to answer. And what a piece of shit this little dude is. Why, Mr. Patel, why is this dickhead not in jail? We have actual evidence. He was on the committee that hid evidence. He's lied. Why is he not in jail? This is a big failing again. So yeah, and this guy, of course, cuts the answer. But yeah, she did go off, and it was nice to see her actually show up here. And Jimmy, you're right. At least she didn't sit there and say, I cannot answer that. Yeah. She tried to really, this was the bravest, and I know I don't have all the right stuff up here, but if you go and watch those hearings, she did push back, and it was nice to see her actually show up here. Honestly, it was nice to see. She did show up here, and I found it refreshing from her. It wasn't a scripted, oh, I'm going to go make myself look popular thing. She was in a little bit of the lion's den there, and she clawed back. If I had a chance to interact with him, I would be, hey, Shifty, there's a camera. There's a camera. Scurry over to it and say, I approve Trump as a Russian spy. Yeah, he said that shit on TV multiple times, except then when he was in actual hearings or he's under oath, he said no. How about we hold these fuckers to defraud? Just fraud. Defrauding the American public. Just saying. But yeah, Jimmy agreed. Nah, what a jackass. It was nice to see Bondi do something. I love this. I can't believe you would accuse me of impropriety when you lied about your military service. How dare you? Pam Bondi explodes and dim Senator Blumenthal. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Wonder if I wish I could find the video of that real quick. But man, it was nice. You took money, I believe, did you, from Reid Hoffman? Yeah, she really came in hot.
You took money, I believe, did you, from Reid Hoffman, one of Epstein's closest confidants, not only once but twice in 2018 and 2024, if that's correct. You took money, I believe, did you, from Reid Hoffman?
I like how it looks down. Look
one
at
of Epstein's closest confidants, not only once but twice in 2018 and 2024, if that's correct.
Oh, look at his face. He looked down hard. I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about Pam Bondi because it's the first time I've gone, okay, I have crapped on her pretty hard. It's a saying, YouTube. You know, there's websites for that, I'm sure. I've been pretty rough on her. her whole tenure. One time I've gone, okay, girl, where's this been? We need this. Actually, and we need this as a good start. We need this times 10. Whoa. Whoa. What are you listening for? Hey, I didn't say your name. Yeah, I would, if I was around Schiff, I would just automatically be going, you're a lying piece of shit. You are such a liar. I think we, the American people, should be able to demand they tell the truth. How do they get to work for us and lie to us? I've owned a business. My employees lied to me. They were fired. There was no Bambi HR. I still say human resources is one of the biggest scams in the business world today. If you have an employee that doesn't shower or stinks all the time or doesn't come into work a lot of days or comes in late every day, you should go, you're fired. You shouldn't have to go, oh my God, I got to jump through HR hoops and hope I don't hurt their feelings or something. Screw that. Fired. HR is a lefty wet dream. 100% lefty. But yeah, I thought I had this one, but I do not. Let's see, Pam Bondi snaps back at Blumen. Let's see, yeah. Let me see. Probably just spelled that wrong, didn't I? Oh, here, this. Okay.
With Mr. Ballard.
Senator Blumenthal, I cannot believe that you would accuse me of impropriety when you lied about your military service. You lied to be elected a U.S. senator. You lied. How dare you? I'm a career prosecutor. Don't you ever challenge my integrity. I have abided by every ethics standard. Do not question my ability to be fair and impartial as Attorney General and anything with my former firm, Ballard Partners.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was trying to scurry away from that. And honestly, that's the most real emotion I think we've ever seen from this woman. I'm not becoming a fan of her right away, but I'm saying, hey, this is a good start. Hey, Pammy, if you can do more of this, maybe I'll think you might have been the right choice. But let's keep this going. That's the most real emotion I've actually seen from this woman. She actually looks pissed there. I like it. Come on, hold on to that feeling, Pammy. Stay pissed. Stay angry. As Doomcock would say, if you know who that is. Overlord DVD, good channel. As he says, stay angry. I agree totally. It was nice to see her pissed off. Let's see, was this the beginning of it where he was saying stupid shit?
That took place. I do have a question. In the merger that took place.
Which merger? You've listed many.
Involving American Express GBT.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
I understand that Brian Ballard, longtime backer and head of the law firm where you worked, was instrumental in lobbying the Justice Department to drop that lawsuit. It was dismissed. So it's not subject to a court review. What conversations did you have with Mr. Ballard?
Senator Blumenthal, I cannot believe that you would accuse me of impropriety when you lied about your military service.
That was a thing, too. A lot of people don't remember that. He did. That's like stolen valor. How the hell has he not been booted out for that? And I don't care, Democrat or Republican. I think we need to hold all of our employees to not frickin' lying to us. And us going, but that's politics, or, oh, politicians. No. You go lie to your boss in any company out there, you're fired. Somehow, as soon as you're in government, you can lie ad nauseum, and we go, well, No. You lie to us, fired. Done. Let's get Bambi in there and get him fired. Hey, Bambi, what can we do to get this asshole fired?
I am
You
not
lied.
asking
You admitted you
I am
lied
not
to be
accusing you
elected
of
a U.S. senator.
impropriety.
You
I'm asking
lied.
you
How
about
dare you? I'm a
conversations
career prosecutor.
with Mr.
Don't you
Ballard,
ever challenge my integrity.
had
I have
apparently-
abided by every ethics standard. Do not question
The guy
my
in the
ability
background.
to be
Dude,
fair and
watch this guy in the
impartial as a
background. I'm going to blow this up. Watch this guy over his shoulder. He knows. This dude, he knows Blumenthal just stepped in it. Watch in the top left here. I'll keep me out of it. Watch this dude in the top left.
impropriety
Over Blumenthal.
when you lie.
His face knows. He knows. I don't know if he's a Blumenthal's staffer or something. He knows Blumenthal just stepped in some shit.
About your military
I am-
service.
I am
you,
not
you
asking
lied.
you-
You
Watch
admitted
this,
you
dude.
lied
I'm not
to be
accusing you
elected
of
a
Look at
US
his face.
senator. You lied.
Look at that face. Look at this shit. His face right here. He is like, oh shit. Dude, look at this guy's face. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know if he's a staffer for Blumenthal or what. But he is like, oh shit. He's like, whoa, Pammy's got the dang pad on backwards. Ho ho, look at his face. He knows. Blumenthal is, in some shit.
Elected a
of
U.S. senator.
impropriety. I'm
You
asking
lie.
you
How
about
dare you? I'm a
conversations
career prosecutor.
with Mr.
Don't you
Ballard,
ever challenge my integrity.
had
I have
apparently-
abided by every ethics standard. Do not question my ability to be fair and impartial as Attorney General and anything
You'll
I
answer
love
my
that.
question to
former
another of my
firm,
colleagues.
Ballard Partners.
Thank you.
That guy in the background was just like, oh shit. Like Tim Wall's line about his stolen valor. Yeah. And somehow that didn't end. That should have ended. That should have ended his candidacy. It's insane. You know what? You got to give Democrats this. They can dance. They can dance out of any scandal, impropriety. It's insane that he lied about his service, lied about where he was, and somehow Democrats are able to dance out and keep that damn candidacy going. That to me is friggin' nuts. How in the shit can they do stuff like that? So yeah, you're right, Jimmy. It's insane how good the Democrats are. Actually, it's not that they're good at it. They just don't give a shit. They don't care. I got to start taking my own advice. They don't care. It's not hypocrisy. It's nothing else. It's they don't give a shit. They have no beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. So when they lie, they go, whatever, we don't care. That lie could have given us power, but now we got to move on to something else that gives us power in the moment. Screw truth. Screw facts. My truth. Don't care. That guy might be constipated. Dude, I don't think so. If you're talking about that dude in the background, no. He is going, shit. He's the Chris Tucker meme there. Oh, shit. Whoa. Now, that was brutal. That was pretty brutal. I was very impressed with that. Here, I actually took some notes. See if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think? What was that one? Yeah. Marinara Martinez is the one that rammed the ICE vehicles and got perforated by the ICE. And they were all pissed off. Oh my God, they shot this girl. Well, dude, that video is crazy. But everybody's played it by now. So, me not be able to get on here all the time. I wanted something I want to look up. I don't know if this is true. I heard a blurb today. I don't know if this is real or not. No, this is new. This is just earlier tonight. I heard something. I think it was on the Quartering or something, and he was very roundabout about if Colbert got pulled again or something. They put it in reruns. They may not bring him back. I don't know if that's real. That's why I'm looking. But I heard this on the quartering, and he was very roundabout. Already canceled after they fired Colbert. I mean, he's already gone, so I don't know. If anybody's heard anything else, let me know. Hey, no problem, GTR. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks. Have a good day. And be safe, man. Hopefully you guys keep the gas to the pedal, man. Keep that foot down and keep trying to get your country back. Honestly, I'm not going to be a dick, but I think you guys might be screwed. Unless you guys go full V for Vendetta, I don't know if there's anything you can do now. I don't think even electing a Trump will fix it now. Because there's so many there. But yeah, I wish you luck, man. Have a good day, my friend. Be safe, and trust me, a lot of us in America here are hoping for you. So, yeah. We already know this, but I thought I heard today it was on the quartering, so I don't know if it's real or not. Let's see, was there anything else? I tried to take some notes. I did a little short or two the last couple days, just trying to get myself out there. Here's a quick question I have. What is with, how can one judge say Trump can, okay, yeah, he can bring troops into LA and Chicago, and then another moron judge go, yeah, okay, but not in Portland. This is stupid. This is stupid. It's either okay or not. Trump has the right or he doesn't. There's violence. What is going on? This is the one I wanted to talk about. This jackass. Oops, I did that wrong. I know I came up right, but I can't stand that, so. This jackass. Oop, this guy. Country singer and military veteran Zach Bryan drops new song criticizing ICE and the collapse of American democracy. He's a moron. He's just pissed off that he was a dumbass who was dating an illegal alien, and oopsie, she got deported. Aww. Hey, I like my vets, but not all vets. Just because you serve don't mean you're smart. Just like police. I think 60% of our police are really good guys. The other 40%, which is a lot, are shitheads. Same can be said about some of the veteran. So, yeah. Decided to release a song bashing ICE. Doesn't know his audience. Yeah, now that's the funny part. Dude, talk about FAFO. Besides, by the way, my wife is a huge country fan. Her dad is even more of a country fan, but old school. Can't stand this. He looks at this and goes, how is this country? This looks like an 80s rock guy. Looks nothing country. Nothing about this guy looks country. You put that guitar in his hand, that don't mean country. He does not look country in any way. And I have to agree. My wife's a little more update on country music, but even she would look at this and go, eh. And she knew about this guy. I didn't. She said, well, he's really nothing. Yeah, he's just, but I do think it's funny. Talk about tone deaf. Most country music fans are center or right. So they're going to look at this and go, you're a dumbass. Because of his girlfriend getting deported. So, yeah. His song, I don't want to play it because, yeah, I'll get, see, Tim Pool and other channels can play it. I'll get nailed. But yeah, he had some words to say there. Yeah. His girlfriend got deported. I love it. But, I don't know. Brandon said there are no ISO. Yeah. Yeah, the no ice zones. Make that stick. I have that in my notes. It's, let's see, what did I write down in my notes real quick? WGN, ice-free zone story. Yeah. Dude, make that stick. Come on. What was the other one I had there? What was that? Sorry. I try to, things that bug me, but if you have multi-track brain, you know how it is. You forget things because you wander on to the next one. It's hard to get back to that track. Oh, that's one. Oh, dude. Yeah, the ice-free zones is dumb. I mean, come on. This is dumb. It's funny, if you look at the ice-free zones, too, there's no, the wording on this says it all. It's dumb, but I'm going to blow this up. I know, I hope I'm not blocking this. I'm going to wait to see what it looks like on my screen over here. But, dude, this chick on the right, and don't come at me and say, oh, you're racist. She looks like the meme, the Troon meme out there. Dude, look at her. She looks like the Troon meme that's out there everywhere. And as for the chick on the right, on the left, I mean, over here. Holy Pumbaa. What the Hakuna Matata is that? You have a hog ring in your nose. And I'm not the prettiest thing on earth. I get it. I give myself about a 3.5, maybe a 4. I know lefties, oh my God, you're way overrating yourself. Fine. I give myself a 3.5 or a 4, but what the Hakuna Matata is this? Holy crap. Yes, I can pick on other people's looks. I pick on mine all the time. This chick looks like a troon and looks totally goofy. And what the holy shit is this? Hog ring and all. My Lord. What have our government come to? We used to, at least this jackass is wearing a suit. Mr. Miles, what? Holy crap, how you doing, man? Yeah, ice-free zones. Yeah, I want to see, he doesn't even think this can be enforced. Because the way he says this. One, he can't do this supremacy clause. Good luck. All this sanctuary shit is illegal anyway. Once again, Trump is being too nice. He should say, fine, you want to defy federal law, no federal dollars. Done. Or we will arrest any mayor, governor, city councilman, whatever, police officer that goes against the federal law where it's applicable. I'm not saying just make it up like lefties do. But if there's actual federal law and statute and they're going against it, screw you, arrest them. It's illegal. Remember, if you get stopped by the police, you go, well, I didn't know that was a law. They go, what do they say? Ignorance of the law is no excuse, or they don't care. If you break a law, you're arrested. They're breaking laws. Why are they not arrested? And Troon and Pumbaa here. Wow, that's... Dude, that is the Troon meme. I swear. Dude. Dude. Oh, come on. We all know the Troon meme. Come on, where is it? Not going to show me the one I want. I probably should have used... There. Right there. Dude, that is such a... This one. That is that. Dude, that is her. That is freaky. Ugh. Man, that's a rough one with a rope. What is that all about? But that is it. Yeah, Troon memes. 100%. All right, but no, he can't enact this. And listen, I think this is the one. I know this is long enough, but he even knows it can't be enforced.
Today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ice-free zones.
Covered the meme with your own screen. Whoops. Well, I can't shrink me. Yeah, they did cover me. So I'm the Troon. Here, let me see if I can move me a little. How's that? Boing, I can move me over there for now. Ooh, shrink too. Shrink me. Where am I? There I am. There we go. But yep, there it is. There's the Troon. Right there. Thanks for letting me know, but yeah. Darn. Huh. Always in the way somehow. Troon meme. That's not the good one, though. Salty Cracker, I think, uses a better one. With the hair all down. Very zombie look. That's the one I really wanted. But yeah, everybody's seen the Troon meme. Looks at that lady and goes, wow. And I'm sorry, female Pumbaa here. What the hell? If you've ever seen the human analog of a warthog, that is it. Or a weird witch. I don't know what the hell. But this guy doesn't even believe his own shit.
And today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids.
Who was forcing them to do it? ICE can't tell private business, you have to let us stage here. That's stupid right there. There's a longer one where he actually says, is this a longer one? No. Where's the longer one? Why is there we got the shorty? Oh my God. I love when they put the short ones out there. See if I get the whole 20 seconds. No, there's one where he out says the police, they're not going to enforce nothing. They're not going to enforce anything. I think it's the same clip.
Zones.
Yeah.
That means that city property.
Yeah. Nobody was forcing them anyway. So, and if you don't want city property to be used, screw your federal dollars. There's longer versions of this out there. So I don't know why I even type in long version, long clip, and he doesn't come with it. So yeah, that's really, really good. Long version. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. No, it's not going to. It keeps coming up with the 20-second clip. But no, there's a longer one where he out says, well, but the police aren't going to do anything. He says there's not going to enforce it. So he signs this bullshit order and there's no enforcement mechanism. So it's bullshit. It's just lip service. It's just standard lefty bullshit to give the troons, to give the dumbasses, the smooth brains out there something to latch on to. Oh my God, he's standing up. He's trying to get out of his 3 or 4% approval. You ain't going to do it, bud. You ain't going to do it. And Pumbaa here needs to stop, man. Once again, I'm not the prettiest person, but dude, get the hog ring out because that is not helping you. Woof. Put down the fork. Oh, come on. Where is the long one? I know he says right out that they aren't even going to do any type of enforcement. It's totally stupid. So, yeah, I apologize for not having the longer one. The Iceman cometh. Yeah, what's this guy got to say about it? I haven't seen him.
So, Brandon Johnson just declared there to be an ice-free zone. He signed a law that there will be an ice-free zone. First of all, federal law, state law doesn't trump federal law, nor does state law. He's a mayor. He can't do anything about it. But the reality of it when it comes to ICE and immigration enforcement, now the reality of it is that this is a failed mayor, right? He's probably not going to even be a one-term mayor. He's probably not going to even get 2 terms, right?
No, Democrats too dumb to remove him.
Chicago shifted red. It's becoming more red. People in Chicago are tired, right? They're going to vote him out, right? He's made so many new Republicans because of his failed leadership. Chicago's in a debt.
I wish I could believe this guy, but no. You watch. Pritzker's going to get voted right back in as governor, and it's going to be because of Chicago. It won't be because of the rest of the state. The rest of Illinois is mostly like Iowa and Indiana. It's mostly red. You look at Illinois, it's almost majority red, except for right around Springfield and Chicago. A few other little spots, but it's mostly them. Nope. Chicago will re-elect Pritzker for sure, and maybe even Brandon. They sure as shit won't remove Brandon before his term is up.
Deficit, the crime rate is through the roof. He's probably the most progressive mayor they've ever had in Chicago, even worse than Lori Lightfoot. Instead of doing what's right in the eyes of the people of Chicago, you're creating sanctuary city laws. You're fighting for illegal immigrants. You're putting them above black people. You say you're all for black and brown people, but you're putting these illegals over your own people.
Of course they do.
It's just
because they want the illegals. The illegals are their people. Because the left is losing voters. The biggest one, the constituency they have right now is white women, white middle-aged women and young women. That's it. And the crazy far left, that's what they got left. They're losing black people. They still have the majority, but they're losing more black people. They've lost Hispanics. They've lost men in general. They have the white crazed women, the hog ring women, and the far, far left lunatics. That's what they've got. So yes, they need the illegals badly. They really must have them. They must have their indentured servants, their slaves. Democrats still love their slave class.
It's just shameful. These are shameful, Mayor. The Democrats are shameful. This is what they're fighting for. They're fighting so hard for illegal immigrants, making it about race, making it about all these other things. Like the Trump administration is trying to deport black and brown people, or brown people and people of color. It's insane.
Nice.
We have to have secure borders in this country. If we don't have secure borders, we don't have a country. We don't have a nation. We cannot afford to pay for the world's health care. We cannot afford, Chicago can't afford. Chicago going broke because of this man.
Yeah, Chicago is broke. Everybody, oh my God, the state of Illinois couldn't do without Chicago because all the money that comes in from Chicago and all the tourism and stuff. Bullshit. A lot of people don't want to pay attention to the fact that Chicago robs money from downstate. The schools are failing, so they rob money from all the rest of the schools in the state to keep their shit going. We have all these stupid new taxes and bullshit. Their transportation system is failing up there, so they rob money from the road fund and from other taxes from the rest of the state to help pay for their failing transpo up there. Every time Chicago has a huge problem, the teachers union, whatever, they're always robbing from the rest of the state. So yeah, sure, they bring in taxpayer dollars for tourism, but why doesn't it seem to add to this state? Why are they always robbing from the rest of this state to keep their shit going? Their shit is always failing. Yeah, so I would, honestly, screw that. Iowa doesn't need a Chicago in it. And Iowa's doing great. I live in a petri dish. I say it all the time. The Quad Cities I live in, look it up. It's not Quad. Don't even get me going about the 4 cities thing. Quad. Nope, it's, let's see. Milan, Rock Island, Moline, East Moline, Silvis, Davenport, Bettendorf. Some include Eldridge in there, and a couple other little ones. It's like 7 or 8 cities. It's a big 400,000+ metro area. You can't tell when you go from one to the other. The only way you can tell at all is the river between the Iowa and Illinois side. And for every one thing being built or expanding or improving on the Illinois side, there's 10 or more going up on the Iowa side. And nobody on the Illinois side with a brain buys gas on the Illinois side. When you have a 30-gallon tank in your truck or bigger, and gas is 55 cents a gallon cheaper right across the river, you'll go over there, buy gas, save yourself a shitload of money for a short drive. And then while you're over there, your groceries are cheaper. You have all the best restaurants over there. You have the best theaters over there. You have almost everything better to do over there. Better than dog parks. Everything good, better is pretty much on the Iowa side. Kind of makes you wonder why you stay on this side, paying the high taxes for what? The sports complexes are over there. We don't have Quick Stars over here on this side. We don't have a Sam's Club. We don't have a Best Buy. What do we have? We have a Walmart or so, or 2. We have Target, the smaller Target. We have a nice Hobby Lobby. We have a few things, but it ain't much. Not compared to the Iowa side. And man, you go look at parts of Davenport and Bettendorf, just expanding hugely. This side, barely shit going on. Yeah. We're the petri dish. Look at we are a petri dish of, look how Democrats, a supermajority Democrat state is doing compared to a state where it's Republican rule, but not by a lot. There's still a lot of arguments, some give and take. Illinois is in debt and corrupt as shit and losing population and the highest tax state in the country. We beat out New Jersey. Yay. Finally. Ooh. Iowa has a budget surplus. You don't need a Chicago. I would love for Chicago to get kicked out of this fucking state. Illinois will do just fine without it. Yeah, we will get their tourism money. Yeah, we won't have the rest of the state being ruled by them and stealing money from the rest of the state all the time to keep their failed shit going. So I'm all for it. How you doing lately, Mr. Miles? Hope you're doing good. And I see, not instead of ice, it'd be nice. That's fun. Where's my... I got a pop-up on my screen. I don't want it there. Go away. Go away, pop-up. Fine. I'll do it that way. There. Whatever. Oops, I did something stupid. Let's not do that again. There we go. I moved my stuffs there a little bit. There we go. I never found the longer Antifa frog breakout, but then, yeah, neither did I. That suit, I did see that frog suit in other videos in the background, though. But I never found the long version. Yeah, me either. That suit hasn't been out and about. I have seen it. I've seen it around, yeah. I did see a unicorn and a minion. I've seen the frog suit in some videos in Portland, yeah. It's usually in the background or off to the side, but the dude is there. Illegals are the new plantation war. Yeah, 100% they are. You're right, Jimmy. Yeah, illegal aliens right now are the Democrats' new slave class. Yeah, they are, oh my God, who's going to pick your strawberries for this cheap money? Who's going to clean my yard? Who's going to vacuum for me, fold my laundry, be the maids? They love their slave class. They know they get paid jack shit. They know it and they love it. Oh, I got to have my cheap phone, my cheap this. I got to have this cheap. A bunch of cheap-ass motherpussers love our slave class. Yes, massa. Yes, master. Boy, why can't I find the long version? Well, this jackass outright says they're not going to enforce it. Oh, the police won't do anything, but I'm going to say this lip service. Just stupid. And I can't, I'm sorry. I don't normally fixate so much, but man, her squinty eye, she looks like, chick from a cartoon where she could remove her eyeball. The witch on that. That's what she looks like. Reminds me of that. Was that Dark Crystal? I think that was the chick. Yeah, it looks like Dark Crystal. But yeah, so I don't want to focus on that too much. But what was the other one? Dang it. There was something else that was bugging me. I think one of you guys might have mentioned it too. This is goofy, dude. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, I don't bookmarks. Not bookmarks. Here. Let's see if this comes up. I'm not wording this right. This is insane. Not grade. Oh, come on. God dang it. I think I saw it on somebody like the Rubin Report or something, and it was stupid. Let's see if I can find it. Something I heard, and I saw parts of it, and I was like, what the F? Oh, Asmongold talked about it too. Hey, maybe I can just do what Asmongold is. That's what he does most of the time. I'm not making fun of him. He's really good at it. but he just piggybacks off other people's videos and talks about it a lot most of the time. He talks about some of his own stuff, but he's really good at it. But if I could just piggyback off his piggybacking, that'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, there are people out there that get to pick their own degree. It's insanity. There are a few that seem to pick something good, but yeah, I'm not going to look around for it. I'll just go talk about within the video. Let's see. I ever wonder if a pepper ball has enough No, pop an inflatable. I don't know, but I know those pepper balls are useless. They shoot shitloads of those things to these people. Even the gas they're using. It can't be the good shit. It just can't be the good shit. Because you get hit with good tear gas or something, you ain't standing there. Half these people aren't even wearing masks anymore. They're using like weak shit. Get some real tear gas out there. I'm talking some barely Geneva Convention legal stuff. Let's break tear gas great again, you know? How about Taga? Or Mata. Make tear gas great again or something. So, come on, we got to do something. This stuff is weak sauce. Those pepper balls and those big, huge rounds, those 40 millimeter rounds, half the people doesn't slow them down. Get some water cannons out there. Put some skin dyeing dye in there. Not that makes everything else turn blue or green, but I want these people, when you get sprayed, your skin is blue or green for a while, so everybody knows. You can't go to work the next day, nobody in the office knowing. Nope, we're going to know you're a jackass. But yeah. Mr. Miles, I can make a super cut of these streams, all clips taken out of context. Yeah, of course you could. Yeah. Hell, I don't even sure. Hell, for me, in context, I'm not good. So, out of context, that's easy on me. The old witch, yes, in Dark Crystal. Pulls the eye out. That's what the Pumbaa chick looks like. She looks like the chick from the Dark Crystal. She really does. All right. Forced to wear blackface. Pfft. Well, that's funny. What was it? Was it Whoopi Goldberg was telling people to tan up or color their faces Hispanic or brown to mess with ICE? One, that's stupid because it's not a skin color thing. I have a very good Hispanic friend and his family that live right down the block from me. They are as patriotic as anybody. They speak English. His dad immigrated here, yes, and he admits his dad came here illegally and right away joined the United States military and spent like 20 plus years in the military and fought in wars for this country. That's how he got his citizenship. Damn right. Hey, how about these illegals coming here now do that shit? Nope. How dare you think that? But they are patriotic as shit and they're cheering ICE on. And strangely, a lot of ICE agents are Hispanic. So it's not a race thing. But lefties, lefty's a lefty. Everything's race. Morons. But yeah, Mr. Miles, Whoopi Goldberg did tell people to brown their faces up, tan up, or put something on to try to confuse ICE. So now suddenly blackface or brown face is okay. Lefties have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. Remember that. Keep that as your mantra. Democrats or lefties, either one, have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. Because now, blackface or brownface, it's okay. But this is Asmongold is talking about a Rubin Report video. Let me see. Maybe I can go over there and just open it and see if I can just pull it up from him. Because I like Asmon, but I don't know if I need him chatting over it. But let's see. I don't know when he did it, so that's the problem. I could go around all day. Portland is not a military target, whatever. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is going to be the Super Bowl halftime show. What do you guys think of that? That is so stupid. I think it's stupid, but that's just me. I think it's just dumb. AOC's dumb. Donkey. I'm not going to find it. I'll just do the Asmongold. I'll critique Asmongold critiquing. Or I'll commentate on Asmongold commentating. How's that? All right, so let me check you guys real quick.
This universe.
Pause. All right. That'll do it. Maybe I'll get a sombrero. There you go. Start eating exclusively at Taco Bell to confuse ICE. Yeah. You'd think, according to Democrats, yeah, that's what it would take. If you go to a Mexican restaurant or you go to Taco Bell or Del Taco, depending on where you live, or what's the other one we have? Come on. It's not El Paso. It's Rudy's. We have Rudy's around here. If you go to Rudy's Tacos, you got, oh my God, ICE will have to just stand there because God knows. Whatever. That Democrats are just that dumb. Oh my God, if you got brown skin. Yeah, that's what it is. Whatever. Nobody I know with brown skin is scared of ICE. I know lefties, well, that means they're stupid. Oh, shut up. No, because they're Americans.
This university allows students to create their own major. What?
Check this out. This is a bunch of NYU students at their graduation. If you look at a girl like that, what did she learn in college? I don't know. At Penn State, she learned how to become a jihadist. Congratulations. There's a whole bunch of worthless stuff that you can become if you become a college graduate these days. Check this out.
My name is Jacob, and my concentration is environmental science and sustainable business.
Concentration. They call it my concentration. Not my degree, not my course, my concentration. See, me and Asmund can make the same faces. No, I can't do as good as him. I can't do my eyebrows like he can do.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self.
The performance of self? What the shit is the performance of self? Listen to this shit. Science is a sustainable business. That ain't so bad.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self.
Huh? How do you do a course and a degree in the performance of self? That sounds like the most self-centered, leftist, flippin' thing ever. I have a degree in me. That's what it is. Performance of self. I have a degree in being me. Because I'm so amazing. Because mommy and daddy said everything come out of my mouth is rainbows and unicorn farts. Everybody gave me a trophy no matter how good I did just for showing up. I'm amazing. Everybody said I'm special. So now I have a degree in me. That is insane.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle.
The what?
Yeah, he's going to go after it too.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self.
Okay, so you made that one up.
No, she has a degree in her, in being herself. She has a degree. Her degree is in me. She has a me degree. Come on, Asmund, she didn't make that up. She loves herself more than anything because she's amazing.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. My concentration is creative direction, production, and narrative through the arts, performance, and written word.
Hi,
what? That sounds like a bunch of words for bullshit. That sounds like gobbledygook. How's that? Wow, there's a name. Karina Gomez. Okay, I'm going to judge the book by the cover. I'm going to say this one's going to be bad. If I remember right. I can't remember. I've only saw this once, and I was working at the time, but I was like, huh?
My name is Karina Gomez, and my concentration is in journalism and Latin American studies, with an emphasis in human rights, collective memory, and...
We started off so strong.
He's right. We did. Started so strong. She started good. Then went to collective memory and political violence. I mean, what the frig? Journalism and Latin American studies. Okay, whatever. But then, even that's kind of bad, but going downhill.
Journalism and Latin American studies, with an emphasis in human rights.
Human rights. That's going down a little bit. Yeah, well, you got like some rights, but whatever.
It's collective memory.
Collective memory and political violence. What the flip is collective memory? I remember in my past life, I was a caterpillar.
And
we started off so strong.
Yeah, collective memory. Exactly. That's the one that got you,
Everything was
Tempered.
going so well.
Maybe they meant concentration like the camps. Mr. Miles, we could always hope, buddy. Trust me. But they don't call it a degree or my area study. My concentration. These people don't concentrate on nothing. It's all like, give me my participation trophy. That's what we are running into, people. We're running into the everybody gets a trophy generations now growing up and thinking everything should just be whatever. It's all good. I should just be handed shit. I'm special. This is stupid. Anybody offering these degrees, any college should be closed. No federal funding, no taxpayer dollars from your city, your county, your state, nothing. Should go to any school allowing this shit. Let's get back to degrees that get people in careers and jobs only.
Political violence.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Lee, and I studied.
Is this just like a daycare for Karens?
Yes. Yes, it is. It totally is.
This is like a Karen factor.
In Kyle's, there was a guy there. Kyle's. Sorry, Kyle. I studied the sociology. No, listen to this. Just look at the writing on this. I studied the sociology of environmental communication. Is that like talking to plants? Sociology of environmental communication. So she sits around and talks to trees. Or she sits around communing with Bambi or the grass. I am communicating with the grass. Only grass she communicates is once she smokes.
I feel like this is this is like discovering like a wasp's nest. It's like you keep getting stung by wasps. Like, where the fuck are these coming from? And you see it, it's like, oh shit, that's where they're coming from.
Well, that's her environmental communication, Asmund. You know what's funny? Wouldn't it be funny if I got some type of strike for going over and commentating an Asmund Gold video while he's commentating another person's video? That would be the peak of YouTube right there. Where somebody, his channel, could just commentate like crazy. His whole channel is mostly based on commentating on other people's videos, where I've been in trouble for doing that. So if I'm commentating on a video, he's commentating on somebody else's video on, that would just be peak.
Sociology of environmental communication.
Hi, my name is Reed, and I study music business and gender studies.
Adult
daycare.
Music business and gender studies. How do those go together? Well, guitars we know are male and flutes are female because, you know, this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my, oh, yeah. Or I guess the flute would be a boy then. So, trombones are definitely boys and, I don't know, tubas are girls. Just stupidity. I want an underwater basket weaving degree, but Trump and Elon has to run my dreams. Yeah. Part of my dream is to get the degree for free. Well, you can do that, Mr. Hey, if you're an illegal alien, you can get all these degrees for free in California and some other states. And, hey, in my state of Illinois, hey, illegals are getting college money. Oh, great. Not citizens. Citizens pay, illegals free. Once again, Democrats love to make American citizens second class to illegals, while also loving that most illegals are slave labor. Weird, huh? Wait, no, it's more stupid when you know what it actually is. Yeah, 100%. How we communicate about environmental issues. I don't know, Mr. Miles. I think you're giving it too much there. How we communicate about environmental issues. No, I'm thinking I'm right. I think she really does talk to grass. That's what I want to go with. I'm going to go she talks to grass. Yes, reality is dumber than fiction. It is. It is. When you see a channel like Walk, Don't Run or something like that, or Run, Don't Walk, whatever, his channel, and he's wearing a shirt that has clown and world, it's a fact. We live in fucking clown world these days. It really is. You can take all the jokes aside, make jokes that you want, and then the reality comes out to be crazier than any joke. Our Trump does sell off student debt. Yeah, no kidding. No, my wife and I paid for our college. My family helped pay for mine. Her family helped pay for hers. We paid off our debts. I know tons of people that never went to college, got, apprenticeships and stuff. No, why should we pay for other people's college? It's stupid. Music is male. All the instruments are male. Men rule. Grass is more intelligent. Yes, it is. Stop insulting plants. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Miles. Lefties are vegetables. Totally.
Hi, my name is Dominique, and I study.
Why is it that every single one of these people's job, these things, is all like bullshit? Why is it that none of them are like, my degree is in, understanding how C++ can integrate with current and future AI systems and how to, make sustainable programming in line with language models? Like, why is it that it's never?
Because, Asmund, they don't have the critical thinking and or the focus to do that. This is the TikTok generation. The TikTok generation ain't going to have that much brain power or just the time to put in to keep their mind focused on something for more than, 2 minutes. I studied care politics with a minor in disability studies. Mr. Miles, I know you're going to put a sentence in that's going to make perfect sense of that somehow, but don't. You got to think of this from the lefty standpoint. You're going to think of it with sense and put something in. Well, that means this. No, I don't think they're thinking this. Don't give them credit that they're thinking the way you are. Don't bring yourself down to their level, man. Or try to bring them up to yours.
Accounting with a focus on, let me think of a good way to do accounting. Yeah, international accounting, right? Yeah, it's always what I'm saying. It's always bullshit.
Yes.
It's
the worst part is the schools that allow this.
Always soft science bullshit.
Yes.
Care politics with a minor in disability.
Care politics. Care. Oh.
See, he does a better faces. I cannot do Asmongold's faces. I don't have the animated Muppet face with the eyebrows. I don't. If it's a condition, don't yell at me, folks. But he does great with the eyebrows and facial expressions. I don't have that skill. Care politics.
Oh.
Studies. My name is Elliot Wright, and my concentration is art as a social mechanism.
This is crazy.
Art as a social mechanism. Back when I did flooring, I argued with a chemical engineer that laminate flooring wasn't real wood. He bragged about all the schooling for me to snap a board in half and show him. Yeah. Well, laminate is not just, no.
My concentration is dramatic writing and theatrical adaptation.
My name is
I like to read her Twitter account.
Noah Loyacano, and my concentration is equilibrium or negotiated paradox.
Huh? This one may be just way above me. Maybe I'm the dumb one with this one, but I still get bullshit. All I get is this is stupid shit. I may not be intelligent enough to understand this one, or it's just what I think it is stupid shit. Oh, look, I made up some words. I put some big words together and said, look at me. That's what I get.
Hi, my name is Sophie Lopez.
Oh, my God. Never judge a book by its cover. Nope. I'm judging the book by the cover. And that is a dumb saying. You can look at some book covers and go, nope, won't like that. And you're right. You can look at some book covers and go, oh, I'm going to love this. Shit, I look at a Spider-Man. Well, not now. The new Spider-Man comics are stupid. In the day, I could look at a Spider-Man or an Iron Man comic and go, yeah. Or I could look at another book. The best ways to cook kumquats. And I'd go, nope. I can judge that book by the cover. I'm judging this book by the cover right now. She's got rainbows all over her sash, and she got the Mexican flag prominently on there. I'm sure Sophie's going to have a good one. I hope
And my concentration is titled Queering and Decolonizing Theater Practice.
Huh? I'm beating Asmund to this one. Queering and decolonizing theater practice. All right, Jimmy, you're right. I can, just like what you said with Reddit, I can feel brain cells dying. I have brain cells that just took the leap. They went, I can't do it no more. I have, my brain cells just said, I cannot even help you square this sentence. Queering and decolonizing theater practice. That is the absolute epitome of bullshit. What the absolute? Yeah, Asmund's face, I stopped it perfect because his face is perfect for this. What the shit? Yeah, what he's doing. Mike Conchard is pee-pee with a minor focus on poo-poo.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Miles, see what I mean? You're trying to make sense of something.
Oh, God. No. I mean, you can clearly see where she's going with this, right? Because, like, theater is, like, derivative of Europeans, and, you know, you can clearly see where it's going in that direction, right?
No.
Like, yeah.
Think of all the gymnastics. Listen to him. The mental gymnastics you have to go through to make this shit make sense. Even Mr. Miles, you're doing some mental gymnastics to make this make sense. A degree should just make sense. It should be, I have a degree in Egyptian hieroglyphs. I have a degree in dog training. I have a degree in Euclidean mathematics. I have a degree in geometry. I have a degree in cooking cakes, whatever. It should just be, you shouldn't have to do mental gymnastics for a degree. But no, we have to do mental gymnastics for these concentrations. These people couldn't concentrate if their lives depended on it. These people couldn't even stand the old 80s game or 70s game concentration.
Oh, wow. Her degree is in discrimination? Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. This is,
and she needs to go back to Mexico.
This is what people's money is going towards. So, and I want you guys to see this. There's a lot of people that get degrees and stuff like this, and they can't find a job. I wonder why.
Yeah, I would love to see the job she gets in this. I would love it. Can you imagine going to an employer? I have a concentration in queering and decolonizing theater practice. Even Starbucks is going, dude, we ain't hiring you for a barista. That's stupid. That's too stupid. We know you ain't going to make a soy frap latte with extra foam and or almond butter instead of coconut butter or something. You can't do it. If this is what you thought was your concentration. Oh, gods.
Yes. Hi, my name is Maya, and my concentration is journalism, post-colonial studies, and psychoanalysis. Hi,
that one, I still seems kind of stupid, but I'll give it. It's still wordy and seems like it's pretentious bullshit to me, but okay, I'll let that one go.
All right. W. Okay, that's probably one of the best ones that we've had so far.
It is, but that's a sad because it still sounds like pretentious bullshit to me.
That's good.
Hi, Luis. I'm graduating with a concentration in philosophy of science and theater. My name is
W. Great.
1. Holy crap. Now that one I'll say makes sense. You could understand both of them. Both parts of her studies, I'll bet she calls that a degree too, not like a concentration. Oh boy. Here we go.
Great.
And my concentration is titled The Criminal Mind, which is surrounded on criminology and applied psychology.
Okay, that's good. That's one. Holy shit, we got 2 in a row. Holy crap.
Juliana, my concentration is international business and fashion through sustainable development. Yeah.
Had to throw the sustainable development in there.
How you doing, college?
I mean, to be fair, some of those at the end were okay.
Yeah, there were a couple, but I mean, wow, most of them. I want a degree in Bitcoin, dude. Yeah. I'd like to have a master's in that. A degree in Bitcoin, yeah, that'd be good. Democrats will hire them. Of course they will, Tempered. Because Democrats like that pretentious bullshit. They really like words that say a lot and mean nothing. They love stringing big words and sentences together that mean absolutely nothing. Zero. Ooh, my concentration is in bullshit. Well, mine definitely is. You guys have seen me on here. My concentration is definitely useless bullshit. It just is, yeah.
Drop out making mad cash in the real world. These people, everything has failed them. The systems have failed them. Their teachers have failed them. Their parents have failed them. All of those
It's the parents. The teachers, yeah, I have huge derision and dislike for the teachers, but the parents are pieces of absolute shit. You raise kids like this fucked up. Then we wonder why kids in their 30s, 40s are still living at home in record numbers. That's nuts. I mean, it's not because we want to stay close to families, because they have nothing. They don't have the drive to do anything. Even a lot of people don't even get driver's licenses anymore. They depend on other family to drive them around, not Uber or Lyft. Other family, mommy, daddy, take me somewhere. That's nuts. I couldn't imagine being 30 years old and, mommy, daddy, give me a ride. Ugh.
useless degrees, utterly useless degrees that they went to NYU for and went into debt. And then, of course, the
I think he's right about this, and it's something that people never talk about, is that whenever you put somebody in school for something like this for 4 years and then they're not able to do something, because a lot of these people are taking on student debt.
Okay, Asmund lives in a bubble a little bit because, I mean, a lot of us here have heard people say this a lot. I've heard tons of people, from Crowder to Poole to you name it. I've seen even Gutfeld talk about this. All these useless degrees, getting out of school, and how most people don't even use their degrees when they get out in the work world because they're shit degrees.
They're taking on loans.
Asmund, I don't know where Asmund's getting at because where his bubble is, but I've heard it tons of times.
Etc. in order to finance this education, and now they're stuck with effectively a Faustian pact with the U.S. government that can never be broken, and they're wage slaves and interest slaves for the rest of their lives. And really, I mean, these people, like, yes, they're obnoxious, annoying Karens, but they're all...
There's got to be a lot of women out there named Karen that are just pissed about this whole Karen shit. It's running them.
Also being capitalized on by people that are predatory. And I think that it's predatory to do this for people.
Well, think about, no, Asmund's, think about this wrong. If you're some piece of shit teacher, what's easier than teaching a bullshit degree? You are getting money. Once again, lefty money. You're getting paid, usually good money, tenure. You don't have to do jack shit. You can even get your undergrads to teach it for you. Sit on your ass with some bullshit degree. Tell some chick, of course, everything is racist. Ha ha ha, decolonizing, queer it up. Put a chick in it and make it gay. Yeah, it's stupid. It's easy. It's easy for them too. It just shows you how bad some of our teachers and professors are. That they think, oh, hey, here, I'll teach this. Oh, good God. Demand more from our teachers.
And everybody has the right to do what they want to do. But at the same time, I think that you have to look at the ethics of this and think about, is this really a good thing to be promoting whenever people know they're not going to be able to get...
No, it isn't, but he still thinks ethics come into it. Once again, the left doesn't have a lot of ethics. And lefties are usually the ones doing this shit. You don't see a lot of deeply conservative religious people going, you know what, I'm going to take a degree in queering and decolonizing theater or something. What the frig? Mom and dad are going, to hell you are.
To get a job like this, and then they're going to be stuck with all of this debt forever. I don't know. I find it to be problematic. I do. I'm the most empathetic streamer. So a lot of people, might not know that, but I am. In a way, I feel bad for them because they're being set up to fail.
Are they? Seems like a lot of lefties fail upwards these days. Yeah, they're going to be the crazed lefties that are pissed off. They can't buy houses, can't afford the vacations, don't know why they just aren't falling into money. Oh, the government should give me stuff. I don't have this. Well, yeah, what the freak did you go to school for? I'm 40 years old and I work at McDonald's and God damn it, I'm mad because I can't support my family of 4 off my McDonald's salary. You were never supposed to. Stop taking the jobs of teenagers. Every Karen I've known except one fit the stereotype. Hey, I know a Karen or two that doesn't, and they're really tired of it. Bovine excrement? You mean the solid fecal waste is in the rotary oscillator? Live in. Learn a trade or 10. Yeah, 100%. Trades are where the money's at, honestly. I mean, I'm an auto mechanic. Money. I can move anywhere and make money. My brother-in-law, he does framing and home building and a little bit of concrete work. Hell yeah, that's where the money is. I got another friend. He does a lot of maintenance for some apartments, and he's money. Yeah. Just put my misery out if I finish turning Old Yeller. Yeah, Old Yeller. Callie is rotting my brain. I'm starting to insert the word like. Oh my gosh. Like, whoa, man. Gnarly. Tubular. Radical. Should bring those back. Oh, it ain't Callie. YouTube is just a prissy.
Administration will somehow forgive their debt, which isn't even a real thing. You're just pushing the debt elsewhere. They are going to become baristas at Starbucks, and they'll do that.
Well,
I don't even think that. I think even Starbucks going to look at that and go, no.
Oh, they're probably going to do that with robots soon. So I don't
know. Can Starbucks do robots for all their coffees with all the varieties people come in? I like a triple calf soy latte with almond butter with just a hint of this and a sprinkle of this and a little bit of this. And no, I don't want it shaken, not stirred, whatever. I'm not sure a robot yet can handle all that yet. I mean, it's crazy some of the shit people order. It's like, give me a coffee, dude.
I don't know about that.
For about 6 months, they will then tell you that Starbucks is part of the evil capitalist system. They will strap on a suicide bomb and they will blow up a bus. That's what the future is for these people.
Yep, he's right. He's right. He's right.
I don't know about the last part.
He's right. But it's not the whole concentration. Now let that sink into your brain. Let that sink into your brain. Concentration is what I'm calling it now. My concentration is. Okay. Oh, here we go.
God, every word out of their mouth is about the evil of Western culture. You
That
don't know how
all
bad
Western
it is.
culture is evil,
Yeah,
and
you don't know how bad
Asian
it is.
or African culture
Oh.
This is Camille Paglia. This is just absolutely wonderful, and this is the attitude we should have. This is on the Charlie Rose show from probably 15, 20 years ago.
Long time ago.
The universities are in a state of decay. That's also advanced and transfer.
All right,
I'm
well,
talking about I have an open.
Because you're all upset about political correctness and
Ivy League-
multiculturalism and any violation
yeah.
of the canons.
Yeah.
You're right down the line.
No,
you think all of that threatens what we know
No.
as a Western civilization education
No.
in our universities?
Not at all. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about how the universities have abandoned what should be the center of the university, which is learning. Okay. Right now, I'm on the record. My last book, Sex, Art, and American Culture, had a whole transcript of a multicultural course I taught at the university. Okay, with an Asian professor. Okay, I believe in enlightened multiculturalism based on scholarship.
What's the difference in unenlightened and enlightened multiculturalism?
Okay, I'm totally opposed to any politicized agenda in the classroom. Okay.
No! Holy shit. Holy shit. Think about this. We used to have professors like this in college. Don't have a politicalized agenda in the classroom. Whoa! Insanity.
I do not want this crappy melodrama being taught to our students that Western civilization is filled with evil patriarchs, and out there are the wonderful people of color. Okay?
Well, but I don't think anyone that
Which
I
is
know
what sin is now.
believes well, just think of what you just said.
The new
think of what you
historicists,
said.
listen, you don't know, Stephen Greenblatt, the new historicists, okay, I mean, my God, every word out of their mouth is about the evil of Western culture. You
That
don't know
all
how bad
Western
it is.
culture is evil,
Yeah,
and
you don't know how bad
Asian
it
or
is.
African culture is unflawed.
These people who have control of the university's humanities departments now
Yeah.
do not believe in great art. Okay.
damn, this woman, she is dead on. She is right as right can be. I am reposting that. Dude. She is as right can be. She was way ahead of the curve. Because that's the way we are now. Oh my God, white people bad, and all the browns people are just amazing. You know, they've done jack shit, and their continents where they've been left to themselves are cesspools.
They do not. They believe the dead white European males are just, you know, have been canonized.
Well, Skip Gates doesn't believe that.
It's really incredible watching that because, again, that was 15 or 20 years ago. And it's like, look at our universities now.
Yeah.
There were people warning about this. This is exactly where we are at. And then when these ideologies take root, then insanity is basically, is just spurred on everywhere.
No, okay, Mr. Miles, my concentration is Jewish heritage. Too dark? No. Now, if you said my concentration is Jewish heritage as a Nazi SS colonel, that might be a little bit. That might be a little dark. No, that chick there, man, I need that Ritalin she's on. She's a going. But yeah, I think we're going to hop out of here. I've been long enough. Been, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Not my best stream at all. Of course, I don't think anything I do is the best on here. But hey, guys, do me a favor. If you haven't, please hit thumbs up for the stream. And I'm trying to do more. It's just, man, my schedule. That's why I'm stuck these late nights again. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am butt tired. I've been up 23 hours now, or 22 hours, 21 hours. I'm frisky. I don't think enough caffeine's going to cut it anymore. So let's head over here and make me go boom. Do a little chit chat and hop out of here. I'm going to head over to here. All right. So, whoa, that's weird. That's scooted way back. There we go. All right. At least nothing went bad. Let's see. There's an electrician company locally that all the family girls work and run it. Boys went to college, now are a gopher for their sisters and cousins. Yeah. 100%. Well, like I said, I know people that went to college for stuffy stuff and don't make the money of mechanics or plumbers or framers or roofers or concrete guys or maintenance men. So yeah 100%. Hey Celtic, how's it going? Getting ready to hop out. How you doing this morning? Quick, find an excuse to end the stream. Well, I'm not finding an excuse. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes and I ain't been up for 21 hours. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, there you go, Celtic. Good point. That's the whole point. You just pop in. I want to take courses for welding. Oh, Mr. Miles, that's a good one. Welding, man. If you can weld snot to a stick, you can make money. I'm not very good at welding. We did welding as part of for auto, but man, I'm not real good at it. But yeah, welding is a good one. If you can weld, you can make money. Even if it's just out of your garage with your welder. You advertise on Marketplace or Fiverr or some of these others, you can make money with a welder. Yeah, you can make money. So that's the way it is. I've seen there's a lot of talk how a lot of the trades are starting to come back into be vogue. People are starting to notice, hey, these blue collar guys are making money. They may have some scars and beat up a little and stuff, but you got a little more freedom to run your own business, make your own small business, make your own hours. You can move almost anywhere in the country and find work. People are starting to look at it. Even if sometimes they aren't the richest people, they're steady money. If you go certified welding quality manager, you'll be more than $10,000. Wow. That's pretty good. Two buddies, one is pipe fitter, the other is a boiler maker, both make good money. Yeah. The thing is, the trades and blue collar guys maybe don't get rich like crazy, but it's solid income. You make a good middle class living off it, and some of the trades people, if you get a good business going and grow it and everything, yeah, you make hella money. And then you'll be hiring people to work under you that got those accounting degrees and all this other crap. All the other fancy degrees, and they're working for you. See a lot of that. I mean, when I had my auto shop, I was employing people that had other degrees. It's like, ha ha. Let's see. Pipe fitter works Cali once or more twice a year. What the hell? Oh, okay. Left-handed welders are usually in demand because they can hit angles. They're all the same. Yeah, both back and forth. Yeah, different angles on each side. Yeah. There was some welding. Years back, I saw they had a welder on each side, a righty and a lefty. And down lines in certain areas in this fabrication plant, I know John Deere did it for a while. They had, for certain things, they had righties and lefties both working together because of angles, like you were talking about, they could hit. Okay. I guess say over 10,000. Well, maybe in Alabama that might be enough, but 100,000. Study finances, you can make way more using the income on blue collar, yeah? I don't know. I just know the blue collar folks seem to be pretty steady and make money and go anywhere to do it. And a lot of blue collar people have skills in their own lives where they can fix their own shit. I couldn't imagine having a car and not knowing how to, driving it and not how to fix it. That'd drive me insane. I don't know how people handle it. I do not know how people handle it at all. Let's see here. Oh, my chat locked up. Hang on here. Oh, come on. Refresh chat. Maybe. There you go. Maybe. Uh-oh. Come on. Well, that's the first glitch I've had tonight. Come on. There we go. Sorry, I'm looking at it over here on this one too, and I got my Rumble. I was looking at Rumble, and everything locked on over here. There we go. Blue-collar folks usually don't study finances. They should. Well, I don't know. I agree. I don't think our schools teach enough finances. I don't think they teach enough of it. Honestly, I don't. But I think our schools need to teach more finances in general. But blue-collar, honestly, it's not too hard to pick up finances in a business setting. It really isn't that bad. That's why I love my 90 Chevy K1500. That's the old Vortec V8. Push rod, the old cast iron still. Push rod, single cam, yeah. That's the precursor to my LS engines. Precursor LSs. Learning finance usually causes an entry-level person to be in sales position. It's all sales. Well, I don't know. You got to know finances to run a business. And I admit, when I became part of a business and an owner and stuff, it was a learning curve. But I think we need to do a lot more finances. Honestly, we just do. All right, guys. With that though, I am gonna hop out of here. I am really cooked. English is becoming my fourth language at the moment. And I'm going to hippity hop and talk to you guys later. And hope you all have a good day. I got to get some sleep. I got the gym today and I got a bunch of other stuff, but no more Ford Fusions. Thanks for stopping in, Celtic. Sorry I'm hopping off right when you're getting in here. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Mr. Miles. Thank you, the lurkers. Thank you, GTR, and to you guys on Rumble, thank you. I see you over there. And I'm going to go get some sleep and die. My wife's going to freak that I'm still up. She's going to be like, what the hell? All right, guys, have a good day. Talk to you maybe yet today. We'll see.